Hello, everyone, and welcome to this funny little episode of the Ubuntu Touch Q&A, episode 163, streamed live on April the 19th, 2025. My name is Alfred, and joining me tonight is...
Happily. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. Funny to see the little Yumi chilling back there, as always, as it is.
Yeah, Yumi is fine. I can take her. She's flying.
She's flying. Now she's flying.
Yeah, she's always flying.
All
My
right.
bestie. I will keep it with me. Eat her, I don't know. I like to think it's a she, but whatever you want.
Yes, true indeed. So let's start off this little episode with a little bit of changes to things in GitLab and other things that have happened. We have, for example, the voice over LTE enablement of the Poco X3, which another device that gets voice over LTE enabled. That's nice to see.
Yeah.
We
And
also
hopefully we will have more porters that will be able to do the job and have it to their devices.
That is true indeed. I see some changes happening to teleports. First and foremost, block and unblock of users in the user info page. That sounds very important. Then also some changes, little overlapping and aligning fixes, landing in teleports, also fixing overflowing of long usernames when forwarding. What else do we have here? We have some additional data to detail the current Wi-Fi connection in the Lumira settings. So very important changes landing here. Let's start off with... Oh, there's also Nuntium getting various fixes, which is important for, I believe. Wait a second. Nuntium is the MMS tool, the MMS daemon, so to say. And it is getting some changes landed. So those should have landed in main already, or in UbiPort's latest, which is next. Yeah. Fine little changes happening here.
Yeah.
Also, something of a re-implementation to not force IPv4 only protocol for IMS context in Ophono APN-DB plugin, which means that usually when you have a network connection with your phone, you can be in IPv6 mode or IPv4 only mode. And in this case, it doesn't force IPv4 only when the IMS context is in use. So that should help with data connection overall. So basically, parallel, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Help improve the situation where maybe changing networks and stuff.
Yeah, there's also something in QtMeer which has landed, which means that it's basically... Wait a second, let me find the commit real quick. Oh, I can't find it anymore. That's a bummer.
We are live.
Yes. Also in QtMeer, what has landed in QtMeer, but I'm not sure in which cycle or like how many weeks ago it has dropped. There's also some changes happening to QtMeer overall, which improve the stability as a multi-monitor capable device. So a laptop, for example, against QtMeer, which is built against Mir 2.20 by now, 2.20.2, which also interestingly landed now a change to Mir, which basically allows Mir oil using shells, like, for example, Lumire, to also have a drag and drop gesture being dropped transparently. So that means that such a drag and drop operation can function properly and not block or kill any clients in the meantime, which has happened before. Now it's not happening anymore, which means the bug is fixed, and other fun little things that have landed. So yeah, I like what we're dealing with here right now from a code perspective, so to say.
Yeah, it seems that most large feature for Noble are already implemented, and now we are trying to tinker a bit, fixing small things, improving. So yeah.
Yes, that is true indeed. Also, should we head over to the experiments, because I have something to show.
Of course, I was impatient to get to that.
Yeah. So one thing that I'm working on right this moment, on the Fairphone 5 at least, is home encryption for the phablet user. And I do have a little video here which showcases the whole thing. So we have a Fairphone 5 here. It boots up at this moment on this video. So it's just loading a login screen, which you can see is dark mode. Then let's enter the pin, which happens to be 1234. And now what it does is it unlocks the home directory of the phablet user, and the phablet user can use its data. And as you can see, it's light mode, so it has the settings preserved across reboots. So yeah, that is a little bit of an introduction to how encryption should look like on Ubuntu Touch. This is using FS script, which it's something of it's. I mean, it's from the Google GitHub, so to say. But it provides everything that is required for us to have sort of like a simple encryption of the. Come on, Yumi, what are you doing? To have a sort of like an automated encryption facility there, so that it gets enabled by default as quickly as possible. All the components are not in the rootfs yet. I've just proposed a few changes, but I hope to get at least the ball rolling here, so that we can land all those things that are required. It requires also some changes to the Lumire greeter, which is basically a shell script which starts the Lumire shell in greeter mode, which means it just does greeter things. It just shows a login prompt, but getting it to show an on-screen keyboard is a little rough around the edges. It requires changes to some startup scripts, so it's still not completely there yet, but I hope to get something in the hands of users very soon.
Yeah. And currently, are you able to lock the screen and unlock it without locking the file system, or at least the home partition?
Well, yeah, when you boot up the thing, it doesn't have the key ring with the right key in the kernel and etc., so that processes don't know how to decrypt those particular files. When you lock the phone, though, it stays decrypted because everything in RAM stays in place. It doesn't remove the home encryption key from the processes. So, yeah.
Yeah. Good. That's what I would expect for my device, because I don't want to be too much paranoid and having it encrypt every time I lock the screen and having to
No, no,
wait
no,
a
no,
few seconds every time. So
no, no, no.
pretty good, pretty good.
That's not
Very
happening.
nice job.
But I also like the fact that we have the same on-screen keyboard
Yeah.
on all different modes of Lumiri, including logging into the thing. Uh, it looks good. It feels nice. It works somewhat decently. It uncovered also some weird bugs when there are two indicator network processes running and trying to show the active um, LTE strength, so to say. It was basically just flipping around between showing LTE and not showing LTE, and it was just repowering in the background. Weird stuff, but yeah, there's some things that need to be sorted out for sure.
Right. Should we head to the applications, new and updated
Yes,
applications?
please.
Yeah. So this week it will be quite fast, but we have also a new open store version that I'm testing right now. So bear with me. So yeah, Brian made an update of the server first of all, and he also updated the UI for the website. So that's pretty nice, pretty good looking. I like it. And so this time we have 3 new web applications. Those web apps are made by Johan Finn, and it's VP Radio, Killer Sudoku, an official web app, and an official Trello web app. So Trello, the Gantt, no, not Gantt, uh, Kanban kind of app, a Sudoku, and a radio. And we have also several applications that has been updated. So namely the calendar with some few interesting features that I can display. So yeah, this new release had a bunch of new things that have been not just translations. So pretty great to see that. And why? Okay, so back button doesn't work. That's why I'm testing, right? Okay. Testing. Yeah, so rows, and it was sorted by updated. So you have also a bit of features. Paperless UT has also been updated. I will open it in a new tab. So that's just an access to paperless NGX through the phone, and some minor fixes because the app is quite new, released by Lexus. Thank you. And we have also UPer indicator. This is a fork made by Pablo Rudy that has been updated also recently with fancy new features. So great job. And quite interesting if you need to troubleshoot your battery. or your charging devices, or if you're doing tests like some of us are doing with, for example, the Fairphone that had some issues for some people. And we also have the time management app that has been updated by Monk Consulting. And that's it for the new apps. Just 3 updates, 3 new apps, web apps, and that's it for me. Now I think it's time to jump to thanks our sponsors. What do you think?
Let's do this, indeed. So let's take the sponsors. Let's start with the sponsors: Smooth, Vala, Pine64, OneStein, DigitalOcean, Netlify, Odoo Community Association, Private Internet Access, Gardner and Associates Consulting Inc., Tixia, GitLab, CloudRun, CodeLooter, and Gandhi.net.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for the sponsors. And we also have a list of patrons here, which I'm going to speed through. Athiel, Adam Havelka, Conspy, Daniel Franczak, Heather Ellsworth, Jose Angel Escura, JT, Caleb Clark, Kenneth Drew, Luigi 311, Marty McFly Jr., Michael Kellner, Mr. T 10001, Omegas, Pavel Arnost, PK, Robin Hood, Rondarius, and Spendierhose. Thank you, everyone. And we also have a little random fives list here. Dennis Scheimer, Joshua Eng, Marian, Kokti, and Jern, I suppose.
Yeah, those one were difficult.
Three on it, Jern. All right.
Yeah, and Yumi is also thanking you. Thank you all. So if you want also for us to mispronounce your name, you can head over to ubipost.com/donate. It's really important for us. Your donation, your continuous support is much appreciated. Yeah, I'm slow tonight. So you can also head to the shop to buy some merch. I don't have one on me tonight because it needs to be cleaned. But yeah, it's nice also to represent. Like Mom said, it won't make us rich, but it might make us famous.
There we go. That's the spirit.
Yeah. Now the spirit is this one or this one.
Yes, the classics. Good old classics.
Yeah.
All right. We have some questions from the forum. I don't know. Do you want to take a few of those?
Yeah, it will be quite fast, I guess, because we don't have a lot this time. But we have the first question from Kimo. Kimo wants to buy a Fairphone 5, and they want to know what is the development progress, and if we do recommend it as a daily driver. And my answer would be it already works pretty well in focal. So even if you are not adventurous and you can still use the focal version, it works pretty nicely. And it is used for the development platform for Noble, at least by Marius. I know, Alfred, also you work on it. So new features are coming and will be fully supported by the Fairphone 5. So yes, I do recommend it if you have the means to buy it, because this is not a cheap phone, but yeah, it will be pretty well supported in the future. So a safe choice, I would say.
Yes, indeed. As you have seen in the video, I'm using the Fairphone 5 also, and it provides everything from a phone plus also the multi-monitor setup where you can connect an external monitor and just use it as your desktop. So it provides everything that I'm looking forward to in an Ubuntu Touch phone, to be honest.
Yeah. And it's pretty powerful, so you
Mhm.
can run LibreOffice or other desktop apps like this if you're docked with an external keyboard and mouse. So pretty neat, actually. Yeah.
That is true indeed.
We have also not a question from Mr. T10001, who asked us to give a shout out to Ryan for his work on the App Store. And yeah, thank you, Brian, for your amazing work maintaining
Praise
the
Brian.
server.
Praise
You were so-
Brian.
Yeah, praise Brian. All praise Brian. Yumi, praise Brian.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good that Brian is helping us that much with hosting the App Store and maintaining it. So thank you very much for this.
That is true indeed.
We have also a very interesting question by Ruben Cornell. He says, "Hi, should we porters wait to a stable version of Noble to start porting our devices? I ask this question because I have 4 devices and none are capable to boot 24/4. Thanks."
Well, I would say just asking I've been involved in some of Ruben's little bug trackings, and some of those issues are a little weird. The best thing we can do is talk about it in the porting group and showcase, maybe figure out together ways to fix those issues, because I don't think they should be that you know that much of a problem. Um, Especially since we've shipped Focal on a few devices, which you know that's a lot of devices out there running also something that already supports the port, and it shouldn't require too many changes to the underpinnings in order to get it to work. I'm just not sure what the problem is with those 4 devices in particular. But yeah, best thing we can do is talk about all the issues in the porting group and get those handled from there.
Yeah. I will maybe complete this question because many viewers that are not as technical as yourself or Ruben don't know that. You mentioned having trouble to port Noble to the Pixel 3a. You needed to rebase it to Android 12. Is Android 12 a requirement, or does some older Helium versions are compatible with Noble without having to fully rebase and redo the ports? Or was it just related for you to VLT? I don't know that.
The you mean Helium 12 for the Pixel 3a?
Yeah.
That one was just for voice over LTE, to be
Okay.
honest. And
Okay.
there again, I've stopped the efforts trying to support voice over LTE on the Pixel 3a. So yeah.
Yeah. And so it means that having Noble on the Pixel 3a will be the same kind of work as other devices, but without VoLTE, of course, it doesn't work. It's not worth it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I hope it's clearer also for everyone else watching, because it's clearer for me. Thanks, Alfred.
You're welcome.
And we had also a last question on the forum, which is not really a question either. It's from Yuxes. And it's more of what can you call an improvement that we can have on social medias. on the large scheme of things. And they basically say that we are not really visible on some other medias. And that's something we can use some help with. I reckon we have a so-called marketing team, but it's a small team that mainly does. We do the videos for the Q&A. We do some also forum posts, and damn, I lost the word. The thing on the website.
The thing on the website.
Yeah, you know the news that you post.
This thing on the website. That's cute.
Yeah, I will
That's
have
cute.
to ubiport.com. And if I can type, I can be better at this. How it's called? The blog posts.
Yes, there we go.
Blogs. You see those things? The blogs?
There we go.
So yeah, people are working on blog posts, transcription for the videos as well. So yeah, and but it's a small team, and if people want to help us with that and to be present on more social medias, then please contact us, and we'll get in touch and see how you can help. And that's basically it, I would say.
Sounds good. That sounds like an invitation.
Yeah. It's a date.
All right. So, do we have any questions in live chat?
Yeah, I didn't check. So if you spot something, please go ahead.
Wait a second. Yeah. ONG encryption. Yes. You needed that yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, it's not there yet. I hope that encryption will be enabled by default on clean install. Look, I'm not sure if I should mention this publicly, but the way that I intend to make an initial proof of concept work is shipping everything that is required in the rootfs and have something of a separate app enable the feature, whether that being in system settings or an additional app remains to be seen, but I want to enable the thing like you do a clean install and you then have to enable the encryption for that particular user. It copies everything into the encrypted store and just points to a different home directory at the moment, which means that we can safely guarantee that all the data has been migrated and just remove data afterwards from the old partition, from the old home user directory, and it stays encrypted. So that's the goal with encryption. And what is that? So the home will be encryption. Yeah, home will be encrypted, but apps and opt will not be. That is one particular. I mean, it's solely for the home partition, for the home directory. But nothing stops us from adding a few different directories and just unlock them with a fast script with the command line tool. We could do that. Shouldn't be too much of an issue.
And the question is that okay? I would say yes, it is, because all the configuration files are in the home directory, so you don't have your personal data that are in the /opt directory. So
yes,
everything that is not encrypted is the image that is pushed by reports. So
yes.
basically something that is public.
The only thing that differs there is that, for example, Wi-Fi connection information, that one is stored in a different location. That one is not stored in home. That's one particular nuance there.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, that's what it's supposed to look like. So yeah, I'm looking forward to landing this hopefully soon.
I see this question from Christopher. So, are there any future plan to push more merchandise into the shop? I guess if you have some recommendation or some some ideas, then please submit them, and we will see if it's possible to push them more. But I guess yes, we want to do that, but still it requires time and effort. So yeah, if you can contribute for ideas and maybe produce some designs for t-shirts, that would be great.
There's also another one that I would like to point the finger at right now. Do you plan to sell phones with Ubuntu Touch pre-installed? We don't, but our partners do. And one of our partners is Voila, and you can buy Voila phones with Ubuntu Touch pre-installed. So that exists.
And we also hope to meet the requirements from Fairphone to also be able to sell them with Ubuntu Touch pre-installed. If we meet some requirements, maybe it's something that is possible. And we also just partnered with Brax Technologies on the Brax 3 phone. So when the port is ready and released, and then people will be able to buy them with Ubuntu Touch pre-installed. But there is an issue with tariffs for the USA. So maybe things will change in the near future, but the plan is still on tracks. So hopefully it will be for the better.
All right. So there's another one with regards to encryption. Wi-Fi is an Etsy, I think. So if you have opt unencrypted, then anyone can spoof applications in opt and then in runtime do some damage. But sure, it's possible to encrypt it too. Yeah, you can encrypt it. You can encrypt it. It's just not unlocked by default by the PAM module, or at least I'm not aware of it's doing that. It might do so, but I wouldn't count on it right now. It's just a guess. But yeah.
Of course, it will need more testing and more refinement.
Oh yeah.
But that's the first step. That's the first proof of concept. And if at least the home directory can be done, then the security issues that it poses can be addressed in the future. Because for the moment, nothing is encrypted. So any encryption will be better than nothing.
That is true. I mean, there's also system logs which won't be encrypted by default, and that's just the way it is. We can't possibly encrypt everything, which is why we encrypt just enough that we can say that users' data is protected, and that one resides in the home directory of the user. So that one is encrypted, points to an encrypted directory. This directory gets unlocked, and off you go.
Yeah. We have another question from Badint regarding Morph browsers. Will it evolve in the future? Yes, it will, because it's pretty much not working on many websites currently. There is two different things. The first thing is to just have a new version of Morph embedding Qt 6. So we use the latest version of Qt and the Qt web engine. So that will help tremendously. And hopefully in a future version of Noble, we will have also Qt 6 for the whole system. So it will then be lighter weight version of Morph than the version with Qt, because the version with Qt will be huge, but at least it will be an improvement.
Yeah, anything in that regard is an improvement for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. I would like to say something with regards to Mimi Browser though, and Mimi Browser is still something that is on my radar. It's just not there yet because it requires some additional hacks to accomplish copy paste, which we don't have at all in Mimi Browser at the moment. So you can't select text right now and just use drag handles and select something in the web page, copy or paste that. So that one would require a little bit more tinkering, and I'm the only one working on that one. So yeah,
Yeah, one man army.
that is true indeed.
Yeah, and thanks a lot for all your work, Alfred. It's you're doing a lot of heavy lifting, and other contributors are also involved and do a lot of work as well. And you are so few of you. Uh,
Yes,
we hope we see more developers that are interested in joining the effort. Uh,
yes,
So please, even if you're not technical, spread the word around you, and maybe you'll reach the ears of developers that didn't know that Ubuntu Touch existed, and would love to join the effort and fight for your privacy.
there we go. That's a statement.
That's a spirit.
That's the spirit.
Yumi approves.
All right. So
Um, Okay, I can take this one. Christopher says that how we just tired of having to use proprietary binary blobs. Why doesn't more people protest against this, as it's a slow down porting of Ubuntu Touch among other OSs? The binary blobs are something, but some things that we would like to see is really get rid of helium-based ports and having more mainline devices like the PinePhone, but better devices like yeah,
something that is something that is quick and fast and runs
yeah.
and floats.
Yeah, that's it. And hopefully that's something we can achieve for a future version of the Brax phone or for other partners. Yeah, that would be the dream, to have really the device working well with Ubuntu Touch without having to go through the route of having Helium in the way. So this way we can easily update to the more recent version of Ubuntu LTS.
Also, the kernel. Also,
Yeah.
getting a mainline kernel in the play would help us enormously with regards to getting new features implemented, but we can't. For at least for the foreseeable future, make something that is like mainline only approach. Most people get their phones as Android devices, and they are sold as Android devices. So we better play in that pool and swim in that swimming pool, so to say. We swim along with those that do Android ROMs or whatever, right? So
Yeah. And it also aligned with the history of UB ports, because it started as a porting thing for Ubuntu on mobile. So yeah, it was first to get new devices from Android and converted them to Ubuntu Touch.
That is true indeed.
So, but if we can move forward and then see a brighter future where we will have Ubuntu Touch devices, literally, that would be great.
Future's bright. Things are happening.
Yeah, and I can say that, yeah, I heard some people interested, and hopefully things will improve in the future. And I mean, the people around Brax are really motivated to have Ubuntu Touch supported, and hopefully we can achieve something great for the future.
There we go. Okay. I don't particularly see anything popping out here in terms of questions.
I think we pretty much covered everything so far. And I have to be honest, I have a headache right now, and I can't wait for the show to be over.
Let's
No offense for you, dear viewers, but yeah, it hurts. Even if we are in good company.
Show we deserve a little break. We deserve a little break.
Yeah, my brain is segfaulting.
Yes.
It's dividing by 0 all the time.
Yeah, don't do that.
I should stop, but I don't know how.
Just don't do that. Okay. Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining us this fun little time. Hope everyone stays safe, and until the next time, goodbye Z's, and also goodbye from Yumi.
Bye-bye.
Bye.